What's up, traders? It's Mark Sebastian, your only option. And today we're here to talk about what happened in the markets, what I see coming ahead of PPI on Thursday, and we'll break down where there's still a bunch of opportunities. And I'm going to give you the one ticker I'm watching. So with that, let's dig in. All right, everybody. So pretty nice day for markets on Tuesday. Nothing like Monday. And frankly, if Monday had not happened, I wonder if Tuesday would have been a lot like Monday. Since Friday's close at 56.59, we're up 225 points, folks. That is an incredible two-day move. Nice big uptick back in ATR from that gap, obviously. And, S&P has now kind of gained back everything on the year. If you look at where we were at the beginning of the year, we're up green on the year. So pretty strong move here off the bottom. Pretty V-like, if you will. Qs look pretty similar. In fact, they might even be better shape than the S&P. Yeah, I mean, they are. Qs were like, the all-time high is, 542. We're only like $27 there. And that's without Apple being really strong. I look at Apple and I see maybe the weak link in the Mag 7. What's not a big leak in the Mag 7 is Coinbase. I put Delta Strike into a bull call spread on Monday and we were out of it today. I was not expecting that gap, but my goodness, what a move out of Coinbase. Just an incredible pop. And I didn't even really see a lot of news other than just really strong pop. Of the things I'm watching, I still like the Russell 2000 moving higher. I'm watching it closed 208.63. I like it up to 216. I think we got another $7. We get up there, I think the market's going to start running out of some steam. It was a little weak on Tuesday. I expect it to be the strong ETF on Wednesday. VIX pummeled again. Managed to stay above 18. Spent most of the day in the 17s. Is now at a level that we haven't seen since March 25th. And, is trading like it wants to go back to 15 still. So what gives me pause? Continues to be the bond market. TLT is literally on the cusp of completely falling apart. I didn't think it was going to happen again like this, but you look, the markets turn around, the Russells turn around, the VIX turn around, bonds have just gotten worse and worse and worse. That gives me pause. So, what stock am I looking at? Well, China and the U.S. are going to get a deal. Amazon's going back to 240. I'm going to be looking at setting up a bull, somewhat longer dated trade in Amazon to take advantage of what we're seeing here. I'm also paying some attention to Tesla. Up again today, but, let's not forget this was $500 in December. So those are two of the names that I think there might be some real upside to that I'm watching closely. However, if you want the most upside, what you need to be doing is joining Andrew and Hannah tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. You can click the link here. They're going to be explaining their cash collision, and Andrew's going to be explaining how he ciphers down to one volatility trade a week. I can't wait to watch, and I know you can't either. Click the link in this email. You're watching me on YouTube. Like and subscribe. All right, so we've broken down what's happening in the markets. We've broken down a couple of names I'm watching, and we've talked VIX. I want to and bonds and Russell. I want to just real quickly, and this is part of the reason why the timing of the discussion with Andrew and Hannah is so important. In the last week, VIX has gone from backwardation to contango. We're now in a heavy contango, and that is going to absolutely decimate names like VXX, UVIX, UVXY, all of them. You can see them already starting to fall apart. I'm looking for new all-time lows on all of them, probably by Friday if things hold up. Thursday, we do the one lone thing in that way would be PPI being terrible. That could put a little more oomph into the volatility index. But personally, I think PPI will fall in line. All right, everybody. Yet again, make sure you join Andrew and Hannah. They're going to break down everything you need to know about VIX and that cash collision. And if you're following me on YouTube, please like, subscribe, and leave a question or comment, and I will get to it. I am Mark Sebastian. I am your only option. Have a good one.